Good morning and hello, and today is a fantastic Friday, March 15th, 2024, and I've got an interesting question. Why do you sometimes write for the thoughts of Microdac, and then there are times when you write Microdacism Only? Why do you do that? I do that because there are an awful lot of people who follow Microdacism. And when I say follow, what I mean is they will actually take a look at what I write, and then they will decide whether or not it is worthy. Quite often I'll write something just to instigate a thought, or perhaps to try to inspire the individual to pursue their own thoughts. Usually when I write Thoughts of Microdac, that's for anybody who happens to be looking at my Facebook. When I write Microdacism Only, that is because I need not go through the elementary or the basic principles of Microdacism because they're well known by the people who read what I write or who watch my videos. For example, every single person who follows Microdacism, they are all guilty of the 3 R's. 3 R's. They're all guilty of it. Research, resource, and righteousness. Now, I should explain the word righteousness. Righteousness, not in the terms of religion, because righteousness, this may not have anything to do with your religion, but there are a lot of religions who demand idol worship. They demand worship of one God only. They demand a God that demands human sacrifice. They worship a God that kills women and children. They worship a God that destroys cities. A God that is anti-gay and anti-lesbian. A God that endorses slavery. This, as I said, may not be your religion, but there are a lot of religions that do. Microdacism, the people who believe in Microdacism, does not endorse such gods, nor do they ever subscribe to such religions. So, when I say righteousness, people who follow Microdacism, they think for themselves, and they do everything in their power to be the right person by doing things that are right, morally right, ethically right. They follow principles. Do you understand? For example, love is universal. Sharing is universal. Integration is universal. Acceptance is universal. Tolerance is universal. These are things that are universally acceptable to people who follow Microdacism. You see, their mantra is in 2 parts. Think for yourself and do everything in your power to be the right human being. In other words, Microdacism people don't subscribe to religion, nor do they worship any of the thousands of gods listed on Wikipedia. They do what is right, okay? They make no excuses or apologies for it. In other words, they do their best to be the best human being that they can be. So, those are the differences. I hope I've answered your question. You see this red couch? This red couch is a gift from a friend of mine who gave it to me, and she is amazing. I have attracted some of the most amazing family members and friends in my life, and that is because of the law of attraction. What happens, and a lot of Microdacism people begin to find out, what happens is this. When you do your best to be the right human being, when you do your best to be the best human being that you can be, you attract people of like mind. You do. because then you have developed a sense of being segregated. You separate people, you separate yourself rather, from people who do not think for themselves, people who still follow mythology, people who don't do anything to become rather the best human beings that they can be.